Welcome back, guys. Well, I know it's been a long time since we met, and if you ask me why I'm sporting a long beard and long hair, I'm not going to answer that because even I don't know the answer. And if you ask me why there has been no video since for the past 40 to 30 days, and well, that is because ever since India won the T20 World Cup, there is not a lot of cricket played by India. I mean, they played a couple of T20I series in Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe. They did win that, and they also lost the ODI series in Sri Lanka. But the real test starts now because this is the start of a long test season for Team India, which consists of 10 games, 2 against Bangladesh, 3 against New Zealand, and the all important 5-match Border Gavaskar Trophy later this year down under in Australia. And this is the start of it. The 2-match test series against Bangladesh will be starting in just a few days, and in this video I will be discussing about the squad of India and the strength and weakness of this Indian team. Well, before that, as usual, if you're watching my channel for the first time and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to CricPundit for more quality cricket content. Let's go. So why these 10 games are important for India? Well, if India manages to win at least 7 out of these 10 games, there is a chance for Team India to play the 3rd consecutive World Test Championship final. And out of these 2 games, the first one will be played at Chepauk and the second one will be played at Kanpur. And remember, this is the first test match to be played in Chepauk after that famous game in 2021 where Ashwin scored his 5th Test 100. So here is the squad. Rohit Sharma, the captain, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Sarfraz Khan, KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, Dhruv Jurel, Ravi Ashwin, Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, Yash Dayal, and finally Akashdeep Singh. And India have 3 wicket-keeping options in KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, and Dhruv Jurel. So the top order of this Indian team. Well, personally, I would say that this top order comprising Rohit Sharma, Jaiswal, Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill is the strongest that India have had in a home test series since the last Border Gavaskar Trophy. Because Yashasvi Jaiswal has scored a lot of runs. Yes, he has been not doing really well after that series against England, but that is the way he plays. Sometimes it looks really great and the other times he might fail miserably. And Rohit Sharma. Well, Rohit Sharma has been having a decent form with the bat in Test cricket, but particularly the last season against England was a great series for him with both the bat and on the field as a skipper. And Shubman Gill, well, finally Shubman Gill has found a way to score runs at number 3. Because to be honest, the last series against England was a do or die series for him. Fortunately, he's played some match-winning knocks and found a way to score some runs. And finally, Virat Kohli. Well, this marks as the return of Virat Kohli in Test cricket after more than 10 months, and he will be playing his first Test at home after more than 18 months. In fact, in the last game he played at home was against Australia, where he scored more than 180 in a single innings. Well, of late there has been some criticism against Virat Kohli on the gameplay that he has against the spinners. Well, he has been getting out more too often and the strike rate is also under 40. That is a thing to be considered, but on the other side, Bangladesh also have some really good spinners in the name of Mehdi Hasan and Shakib Al Hasan. Well, that is enough. But this is a perfect opportunity for Virat Kohli to put all the doubts to rest. So now if we come to the middle orders and the keepers, well, this current middle order of this Indian team is completely different to what they had in the previous tours. And I think in fact this is the first home season for India without Cheteshwar Pujara and Ajinkya Rahane for a long time. So their replacements are Sarfraz Khan, KL Rahul, Dhruv Jurel and Rishabh Pant. And the other 2 players in which India ignored is Shreyas Iyer and Devdutt Padikkal. Well, so now if we look at who are the keepers, well, India have 3 keepers in KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant and Dhruv Jurel. But I think Pant will start the series and he might play the entire series because even before his tragic accident, Pant just needs a single session to change the game, and he has done it multiple times. He has done multiple games. I mean, he has won multiple games for India with his attacking batting. So I think he will play the entire series. I'm not sure about the 3-match series against New Zealand, And the next thing is Dhruv Jurel. Well, in the absence of Rishabh Pant and in the limited opportunities that Dhruv Jurel has got, he has performed exceptionally well, and I think he won the Man of the Match award against England in a game, I think. So, but unfortunately, he have to leave the way for him. And KL Rahul, again another player who has done well in the absence of Rishabh Pant. He has been keeping wickets for a couple of games in South Africa, I think, but I am pretty sure that he has not been considered as a keeper in this particular series. The all-rounders and spinners. Well, in this series, India have picked up 3 spinners: Ravichandran Ashwin, Ravindra Jadeja and Akshar Patel. And Kuldeep Yadav will also join the list as a 4th spinner, and there is no fast bowling all-rounder yet. So considering the pitches that India will get in here in Chepauk and Kanpur, I think India will look to go with 3 spinners. Ashwin and Jadeja are sure starters. Who will be the 3rd spinner? I think the answer for that question would be Kuldeep Yadav. I personally think India will look to use the variety of Kuldeep Yadav, and with also Ravindra Jadeja also being there in the 11, and at times he has also been batting at number 5 or 6, I don't see a point in playing Akshar Patel here. And the one more advantage that Kuldeep Yadav has is that the Bangladeshi batters wouldn't have faced a lot of left arm wrist spin, especially in red ball cricket. In white ball cricket, they definitely would have faced, because all those players are traveling for a lot of T20 franchisee cricket. But in red ball cricket, is the left arm wrist spin is such a rarity. So I think Kuldeep Yadav will be the 3rd spinner in both the games here. So now we'll come to the fast bowlers. Well, the 4 fast bowlers that India have selected for this series is Mohammad Siraj, Jasprit Bumrah, Yash Dayal and Akashdeep Singh. And with the absence of Mohammad Shami, I think this Indian pace attack lacks a bit of experience, because the total number of games played between all these 4 bowlers is just 64, in which 63 have been played between Mohammad Siraj and Jasprit Bumrah alone. Well, yes, Akashdeep played a game in the England series and he impressed everyone, but he had to be rested in the next game because because Bumrah was given a small break. But in this series, I think Bumrah might just play a single game, because after that T20 World Cup final, Bumrah haven't played a single international game. But considering the long test season coming up, he might be given a break, which means either Yash Dayal or Akashdeep Singh have to play a single game. Who knows, Yash Dayal might be given a debut. And the reason why Yash Dayal has been picked out of nowhere ahead of players like Mukesh Kumar is that India are looking to go with at least one left arm seamer for the Border Gavaskar Trophy, which will be played in a couple of months in Australia. So what are the strengths of this Indian team? Well, the first one would obviously be the head-to-head record against Bangladesh in Test cricket. In all these years, both these teams have played 13 times, in which India have won 11 and the rest 2 have been drawn. Bangladesh are yet to win a single game against India in Test cricket, and in the last 5 games, India have won all the 5. But in the last series that these 2 teams have played in Bangladesh couple of years back, yes, India won that game 2-0, but India had to work really hard for those 2 victories. And the other advantage that I could say is, as I mentioned earlier, this Indian batting lineup is the strongest that they've had in a while, and the other thing would be the spin. In terms of both the experience and quality, India have better spinners while comparing to the Bangladesh. Yes, I again say they have Shakib Al Hasan and Mehdi Hasan Miraz, but the experience that these guys have is unmatchable. So if I look at the weakness, well, I don't really find a weakness in this Indian team. But the confidence that Bangladesh would be having, especially after beating Pakistan in Pakistan for the first time, I think they will be a force to reckon with this time. And if I had to point out one thing, that would be the inexperience of this Indian pace attack, as I mentioned earlier. Well, if both Bumrah and Siraj play both the games, it is fine. But if some of them have to take a break, it means the other one of the 2 have to come in. It is either Akashdeep or Yash Dayal had to come in and fill the place, and they have to adapt to this level of Test cricket. So overall, well, I think that this Test series against Bangladesh will be a perfect kickstart for a long Test season. India will be playing 10 Test matches in the next 4 months. So I personally think that India will win this series 2-0 comfortably, But even though failing to win at least a single game here will hurt India's chances of making the third consecutive World Test Championship final. And as far as this channel is concerned, I will be attending the first test match at Chennai and I will try to cover this game. Well, definitely I won't be able to go for all 5 days, but I'll be trying to go for day 3 and day 4, and I really hope Bangladesh bat well, because that is the only way that this game will go to day 4. So that is it. As usual, if you are watching this channel for the first time, subscribe to CricPundit for more quality cricket content. Bye until then, thank you.